DJ LeMahieu is going to end up being one of the best signings of the 2019 free agent class, especially considering this class had multiple $300 million contracts, but the Yankees only signed DJ LeMahieu for 2 years, $24 million. Extremely smart, extremely budget savvy, and LeMahieu might end up having one of the best years out of anybody that was signed in 2019. He's been a huge part of the Yankees' success in 2019 and has played himself into some AL MVP talks. So in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and give you my thoughts, my opinions as to whether or not DJ LeMahieu deserves to win the American League MVP in 2019. I'm going to take a deep dive into the statistics today. We're going to take a look at other players in the American League. We're going to take a look at some sabermetrics. We're going to look at everything, and I'm going to come up with a decision whether or not DJ LeMahieu is the AL MVP or not. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like on it. That's the best way to show your support. Subscribe if you're new and enjoy the content. We're back on the grind in the month of September, so if you love baseball, this is the place to be. Make sure to hit that sub button. Get in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the AL MVP race. Your opinions are just as important as mine in this video, so make sure you get down there, join the conversation. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at GiraffeNeckMarc. Links in the description. And of course, if you guys want to buy any tickets to any sports games, make sure to head on over to SeatGeek and use the code Giraffe. Save yourself $20 off your first purchase. So let me start off by saying that DJ LeMahieu is a very good player. He's having a fantastic season. Probably the best season of his career. Honestly, not even probably. It definitely is the best season of his career. So before people start going nuts and saying, how can I think DJ LeMahieu's not a good player? That's clearly not the case. But when we talk about the AL MVP race, you have to treat him fairly and you have to compare him to the other players in the American League, because at the end of the day, the stats have to be the best in order for him to win it. So first, let's talk about DJ LeMahieu's stats. Like I said, he's having a fantastic year. Through 123 games, DJ LeMahieu has 507 at-bats, 169 hits, 95 runs, 28 doubles, 2 triples, 24 home runs, and 90 RBIs. He's hitting an American League best 333 with a 382 on base, 538 slugging, and an OPS at 920. Traditional numbers, he's having a fantastic year. He's doing really well at the plate. He's also got a lot of value in the field. He can play multiple different positions. He was a Gold Glover at second base in Colorado, so we know he's an all-around complete player. And then I look at his numbers sabermetrically. He has a 384 WOBA, a 141 WRC+, and his WAR is at 4.8. So yes, he's having a really good season, but don't confuse having a good season with being the MVP, because now we get to the point of the video where I tell you how he's not the MVP. He definitely isn't finishing first. He might not even finish second, and honestly, in my opinion, I don't think he even finishes third, because right now in the American League, there are definitely some players having a better season than DJ LeMahieu. Number one is a guy by the name of Mike Trout. Do you guys know how good Mike Trout's been this year? Because the people who are saying DJ LeMahieu is the American League MVP, have you not looked at Mike Trout's numbers? He's going off this year. And I'm not even talking about previous years. Obviously, he's the best player in baseball, but you close your eyes and you say, okay, only looking at 2019 numbers, he is clearly the option for the AL MVP this year. There's nobody else. He's in a league of his own. So let's take a look at Mike Trout's numbers, and then we'll compare him to DJ LeMahieu's. In 128 games, he has 455 at-bats, 105 runs scored, 133 hits, 27 doubles, 2 triples, a league best 43 home runs, 101 RBIs, and he's also stole 11 bases, and he's walked a league best 106 times. Batting average at 292, on base league best 438, slugging league best 644, and OPS league best 1.082. Those numbers, just looking traditionally, blow DJ LeMahieu's away. I'm sorry, Yankee fans. I'm sorry, LeMahieu fans. He can't compare with these numbers. Pretty much the only thing he has better right now is his batting average. But on base is way higher. Slugging is way higher. OPS is almost 1100. While Trout may have about 30 fewer hits than DJ LeMahieu, he has over 60 more walks, which clearly makes up the difference between the hits and then some for getting on base. He has almost 20 more home runs, and DJ LeMahieu plays in Yankee Stadium, a much more hitter-friendly park. I don't like to use RBIs as a statistic to prove a player's worth, but he has 11 more RBIs, and again, doesn't play for the New York Yankees, who score way more runs than the Los Angeles Angels. He scored more runs than DJ LeMahieu, who again hits at the top of the order for the Yankees. LeMahieu has about a 40-point higher batting average. I'll give him that. There's no doubt in that. But Trout's on-base percentage is about 50 points higher. His slugging percentage is over 100 points higher, and his OPS is over 100 points higher. I mean, the numbers clearly show Mike Trout's better traditionally. Now, you want to go into the sabermetric numbers here? I'll go ahead and read those off too for you. The WOBA for Mike Trout is 436, higher than DJ LeMahieu. His WRC plus is almost 40 higher at 180, and his WAR, according to Fangraphs, is 8.5, while DJ LeMahieu's is 4.8. Trout's value is almost twice as high as DJ LeMahieu's, according to Fangraphs. I mean, it's clearly Mike Trout. Mike Trout is clearly the American League MVP. He's having a much better season than DJ LeMahieu, and again, it's no knock to LeMahieu. He's having a great year. It's just Mike Trout is so much better. DJ LeMahieu's Pepsi right now, Mike Trout's Coke. Like, everybody knows the two, but Coke is just far superior than Pepsi, and if you think otherwise, you're a little crazy. Now, here's where people are probably going to start to get mad, because I don't think DJ LeMahieu has better numbers than a couple more players in baseball. So let's take a look at the division rival Boston Red Sox, who have two players, in my opinion, who are having better years than DJ LeMahieu. Those two players would be Big Scoop's Rafael Devers and Xander Bogaerts, who are having fantastic years. Let's start it off with Rafael Devers, who's having an amazing season only at age 22. Through 132 games thus far, Rafael Devers has 544 at-bats, 112 runs, a league best 174 hits, league best 48 doubles, 4 triples, 28 home runs, league best 104 RBIs, and he stole 8 bases. He's hitting .320 with a .369 on base, .577 slugging to give him an OPS at .947. Compare those to DJ LeMahieu's numbers, and here's how it goes. Devers almost has 20 more runs. He has more hits, 20 more doubles, 2 more triples, 4 more home runs, 14 more RBIs. Batting average is pretty close. LeMahieu does win there with a 13-point advantage, and he does win in the on-base percentage as well with about a 12-point advantage there. But Devers makes up for it in the slugging department, where his slugging percentage is almost 40 points higher, which gives him a higher OPS at .947 over .920. When you look at the sabermetric stats, they're very similar as well. Devers has a WOBA at .388, WRC plus 140, and his WAR is actually higher than DJ LeMahieu at 5.4. Keep in mind that also includes defense. And then let's talk about Xander Bogaerts, who again is another Red Sox player having a fantastic year. This guy might be the most underrated player in the league right now, definitely in the American League. In 131 games, Bogaerts has 101 runs, 161 hits, 47 doubles, 30 triples, 100 RBIs. He's hitting .308 with a .386 on base, .571 slugging, and an OPS at .956. He has a few more runs than LeMahieu, but LeMahieu makes up for it in the hits department. Doubles, he's got 20 more doubles than LeMahieu. He's hit more home runs. He's got more RBIs. He's got 27 more walks, which does make up that difference in the hit department, which was only 8 in favor of LeMahieu. Batting average, LeMahieu wins by about 25 points, .333 versus .308. On base, Bogaerts is better, .386 versus .382. Slugging, Bogaerts is better, .571 versus .538. And of course, in the OPS department, Bogaerts takes the cake at .956 versus .920. And then for you sabermetrics fans out there, Bogaerts has a .395 WOBA, a .144 WRC plus, and a 6.2 WAR, all higher than DJ LeMahieu. So it's not crazy to say that DJ LeMahieu is truly the 4th best option right now for the MVP in the American League. I've just shown you 3 guys who you can make arguments for are better than, and 2 of them are guaranteed. Devers, I'll give you, he's on the fringe, but there are numbers that proves that Devers is better than LeMahieu. Now I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, and I understand why some people have felt DJ LeMahieu deserves to win the American League MVP. The Yankees have had a lot of injuries, and LeMahieu has stepped up big time. He's been that big bat, he's been that clutch player that they need to get the hits when they need it, to play good defense, to play a bunch of different positions. He's been extremely valuable to the Yankees. Those same people also feel like you can't win the MVP on a losing team, which would apply to the Angels and technically the Red Sox, who aren't making the playoffs as of right now. But I have the perfect player to combat those arguments here, because the name Michael Brantley is the reason why all those arguments as to why DJ LeMahieu should be the American League MVP completely go out the window. Because everyone loves to talk about how the Yankees are a winner, DJ LeMahieu's the best player on the best team, therefore he should win. But Michael Brantley has extremely similar numbers to DJ LeMahieu, plays for a winning team whose record is only 1 game worse than the Yankees, and nobody is talking about him for the MVP. So let's take a look at the numbers here just to prove my point. Brantley on the season has played in 127 games, has 82 runs, 165 hits, 39 doubles, 2 triples, 19 home runs, and 80 RBIs. He's hitting .332 with a .392 on base, .533 slugging, and an OPS at .925. Traditional stats, let's compare him to LeMahieu. In the runs department, LeMahieu has him, about 13 more than him. In the hits, they're extremely similar, 169 for LeMahieu, 165 for Brantley. Brantley takes LeMahieu in doubles by having about 11 more, but in the home run category, LeMahieu takes it. LeMahieu also does have 10 more RBIs. Walks, Brantley has 5 more. He's also struck out less than LeMahieu. Batting average, basically the same, .333 versus .332. Brantley has a better on-base percentage, 10 points higher than LeMahieu. And slugging, LeMahieu wins by 5 points, but Brantley wins by 5 points in the OPS department. So their numbers, traditionally speaking, are extremely similar. And then when you take a look at the numbers sabermetrically, they get even closer. WOBA for Brantley is .386, where LeMahieu is .384. WRC plus for Brantley is 147 versus the 141 for LeMahieu. And the WAR for Brantley is 4.7 as opposed to 4.8 for LeMahieu. The numbers are almost identical, yet nobody's talking about Michael Brantley for the AL MVP MVP conversation, and people are talking about LeMahieu, which is why it is so crazy. Because yes, LeMahieu's having a great year, Michael Brantley's having a great year, but they are not the AL MVPs. You can't even use the argument about being on a winning team anymore, because if Brantley has the same numbers, why isn't he getting the same talk as DJ LeMahieu? LeMahieu's having a great season, but it is obvious he is not the American League MVP. It's Mike Trout, it's Xander Bogaerts, you could even say Rafael Devers. But to say it's DJ LeMahieu, in my opinion, is a little bit crazy, and I think I proved why. I'd love to know what you guys have to think down in the comment section below. Let me know if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Let's have a conversation. Tell me why you think DJ LeMahieu deserves to win the MVP, or tell me why you don't. Remember, leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it. That's the best way to show your support, as well as subscribing to the channel if you're new and you enjoy the content. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at GiraffeNeckMarc. Links in the description. I'm always talking baseball over there. And for those of you who made it this far in the video, I'm gonna be going to the Mets-Nationals game tomorrow in Washington, D.C. So if you're at the game, make sure to keep an eye out for me and say hello. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really did enjoy making it. This is more of the kind of content I want to make, where I'm doing a lot more statistical stuff and kind of more argument's sake. So if you do enjoy it, you know, this is the place to be. You guys know the drill though. We're gonna wrap up today's video here. YouTube recommends you watch this one right here, as well as this is my most recent upload. So click through those if you have not yet seen them. Thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.